So what are some of the beautiful things you've heard about Norway? Have you heard of the free education up to the university level? Have you ever heard about how beautiful the people are? Do you also know about the green nature of the environment, how green everywhere is, the topography very nice and all that? Are you also aware that Norway is a place where if you get employed, or employers pay their salary more, or a place where employees enjoy higher salaries in the whole world? Norway is part of them. So you can imagine it's a very beautiful place to be. But irrespective of how beautiful the place is and all that, there are some downsides, there are some cons of living in Norway because it is understandable there is nowhere life can be very perfect where you can get everything that you're looking for 100%. By all means, there will be some cons or there will be some disadvantages or demerits of living in that everywhere in the world. So Norway, to irrespective of how beautiful all the good things that you've heard about Norway, yes, they are very true, but there are some downsides living in Norway as well, and that is what I would just want to share with you today. At least you should become prepared so that when you get to Norway, you have at least some kind of orientation, you have some kind of idea about some of these things before the reality dawns on you. Then come on, you said, oh, I don't belong here, let me go back or something like that. It shouldn't happen to you. So without much ado, first of all, let me go to 5 things that at least you should know or you should have in mind before coming to Norway. And if you're not ready for that, do not move to Norway. The first one is Norway is expensive. Very, very expensive. Everything is expensive in Norway because food is expensive, restaurants, supermarket, whatever. Everything is expensive in Norway. So if you're moving to Norway, then you should have a lot of money, or you should be financially sound, or be someone who can work so that you can fend for yourself because rent is high. Everything that you can think of is high in Norway. So it's one of the most expensive countries in the whole world. You can check. It's one of the most expensive countries in the whole world. So that is one thing that you should have in mind, that you're going to pay more for everything, all the bills, everything is you're going to pay more for it. So that is secondly to the weather. The weather in Norway is unpredictable because it can rain in the morning. Sometimes you see in the afternoon that it will start that the sun will start shining. Maybe in the evening it will turn to cloudy. Sometimes the weather is unpredictable. Just like that, you can even have a sunny day in the morning from 2 o'clock. Then it will turn around and start raining and all those things. Even sometimes midnight, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., the sun will be shining. Yes. That's the reason why Norway has a nickname, the land of the midnight sun, because if it had midnight, sometimes the sun will be scorching at midnight. So that is that. Winter, during the winter too, is can be very, very harsh. Norway geographically it is located at the topmost part of Europe. It is part of the northern European country, so you can imagine. And it's very, very cold. It's very, very cold. Europe already is very cold, and if a country is located at the northern part of Europe, geographically, the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So you can imagine. It's very, very cold to live there. So if you are someone who don't like cold places, who don't like cold weather and all those things, you can't live at such places, then I think Norway is not for you because the amount of, I don't know how to put it, but you're going to experience the cold more than other, more than the summer and other things. So that's one thing that you're also supposed to take into consideration. Then the third one is it is difficult to find a job in Norway because the working population is very high. Norway is a place where they have free education up to the university level. So everybody, the literacy rate is very high. They have a higher rate of educated population and all those things. So a lot of professionals, a lot of people who are qualified in various fields looking for a job and all that. So it's very, very difficult looking for a job. The competition is very, very high. You're going to compete. Aside that, too, Norway as a country protects their, they protect people who are working, like they are workers. Let me put it that way. They are labor force. So if you are a company or you are a recruitment agency, you are trying to recruit people. When you recruit someone, it's more or less like you are recruiting a person for life, because unlike, for example, in the US like this, you can just hire somebody if you don't need a person service, or maybe for today, tomorrow you can just sack the person as you don't need a service again. It is possible. It happens all over the place in the United States and Canada, but in Norway it cannot happen like that. It does not happen like that. You cannot just hire someone and say that, oh, come on, I don't want your service again, so just leave. You will go through a lot of rigorous process and all those things, and then because the rights of the employees are protected by the state, so whenever they are hiring, they make sure that they hire the right person because they don't want to hire you. They don't need your service again. What are they going to do? Firing you will be very difficult. So when you're looking for a job in Norway, it is very, very difficult. But come on, keep trying. You surely get it because when you get paid, when you get a job, the salary or the wage you're going to get is very, very high. Norway is a place where, even cleaners and people who do ordinary or general labor jobs are even better off. So come on. Then let's move on to the fourth point, the language barrier. If you're from a place where they speak English or whatever language, Norway, everything is done in the Norwegian language, and then you are supposed to learn it whether you like it or not. I must state that wherever you go, throughout the whole country, people speak English very, very well. So if you are good, if you are good at English, you are good to go. You can communicate with people, and they can, you'll be okay. But the point is that the basic language of the land, the language that is required for everything, when you go to the restaurant, when you are going looking for a job, everything is done in Norwegian. So even if you apply for a job and you are going for an interview, the interview will be conducted in Norwegian. You can opt for the interview to be conducted in English. Yes, it will be done. But the point is that it makes you less competitive because if someone comes, the person is speaking Norwegian, he is good at that and he has the same qualification as you, and he can speak Norwegian as well. Automatically, they will take that person and forget about you because you don't speak Norwegian and all that. So you'll be forced to learn the language, and then at your age, learning a new language will be very difficult, But if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So the language too is a barrier, which is the fourth point I just want to talk about. Then the fifth one is loneliness, because Norwegians are not that friendly. They are not that friendly because unlike place, for example, Canada, like this, you will just be walking around, people will see you, they don't even know you from anywhere, but they'll just be smiling like you, just like that, and you also just have to smile back, and you keep the vibe going just like that. But Norwegians keep to themselves. They are not they don't open up that much. If you want to make friends with them, or maybe you can even talk to someone, you have a very nice conversation with someone today, the next day the person will see you and they bypass as if you don't know you, or he has never see you before in his or her life or something. So friendship takes a very longer period of time. So if you are new in Norway, you're going to be very, very lonely. It will take a very a longer period of time for you to make friends, for you to begin know people, associate yourself and all that. So you're going to be going to work, coming to the house, or going to lectures, going to school, whatever, just coming to the bar. That's how life is going to be initially. So you begin to see people around, and that is another. It depends, because there are people who are that type, they just want to be on their own, they okay, but to me it is a con, it's not a pro. So that is that. And then one thing that I must also say before I even bring this video to an end is that delivery services, unlike other countries like the US, like Canada, like the UK, where you can order something and within few days or maybe sometimes few hours you can get it. It's not like that in in Norway. If you order, for example, you order something from Amazon, it can take a longer period of time for you to get it in Norway. I don't know why, I don't know, but it can take a longer period of time for you to get it. And then the price too is expensive compared to other places like US and all those things. So that is something I just want to add to it, that delivery services is kind of I don't want to use poor, but it's not the best. So that is it. So if you're thinking of moving to Norway, at least all the good things are there, like the free education, the people are very nice and all those things, but these are some of the downsides you should know at least before you move to Norway. And I must say that it's a very beautiful place to be, so don't let these things pull you back or something. Just try to have it in mind so that you come prepared. That's the reason why I'm just trying to record this particular video. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Benedict Dompre, and if you love content like this, I talk about studies abroad, immigration, and all those things, so you can subscribe to my channel if you love videos and content like this. Thank you very much for watching.